Water is essential for life. Every day, we use water in homes, schools, offices, and industries. After use, this water becomes dirty and is called wastewater. It contains soap, oil, food particles, human waste, and chemicals. If left untreated, this wastewater causes water pollution and spreads diseases. Water, our lifeline. Clean water is vital for drinking, cooking, and sanitation. Unfortunately, more than a billion people worldwide lack access to safe drinking water, leading to illnesses and deaths. Clean water must be conserved and reused wherever possible. Efforts like the United Nations Water for Life campaign, Do Shunya Shunya. What is sewage? Sewage is the wastewater released from homes, offices, industries, hospitals, and rainwater runoff. It contains dissolved and suspended impurities, including harmful microbes like bacteria and protozoa. These can cause diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and dysentery. Water freshens up an eventful journey. Wastewater travels through a network of pipes called sewerage. This system transports sewage to treatment plants. Manholes are placed at intervals for maintenance. This underground system plays a vital role in keeping cities clean. Wastewater treatment plant, water is cleaned through physical, chemical, and biological processes. Bar screens remove large objects like plastic, rags, etc. Grit and sand removal tank settles heavier particles. Sedimentation tank collects solid waste, sludge, at the bottom and removes floating oil, scum. Aeration, air is pumped in to grow aerobic bacteria, which decompose organic waste. The water is then filtered, and chlorine or ozone is added to disinfect it. The treated water is released into rivers or reused, and the sludge is dried and used as manure. Biogas from decomposing waste is used for energy. Better housekeeping practices. We must avoid dumping oils, fats, plastic, and chemicals in sinks or toilets. These block pipes and kill helpful bacteria in treatment plants. Kitchen and sanitary waste should be thrown in dustbins. Sanitation and disease. Poor sanitation leads to contamination of soil and water. Open defecation, especially in rural areas, pollutes groundwater and spreads diseases like polio, hepatitis, and cholera. Clean toilets and sewerage systems are essential to public health. Alternative sewage disposal. In areas without sewerage, low-cost on-site solutions like septic tanks, composting pits, and vermi-processing toilets are effective. These convert waste safely, and the byproducts like biogas and vermi-cakes are useful. Sanitation at public places. Places like railway stations, fairs, hospitals, and airports generate massive waste. Lack of proper sanitation leads to health hazards. Citizens must avoid littering, use dustbins, and report issues to local authorities. Conclusion: each of us has a role in maintaining sanitation and protecting water sources. By adopting clean habits and spreading awareness, we can make a big difference. As Gandhiji said, no one need wait for anyone else to do what is right. Municipal water purification involves 1. Sedimentation, 2. Filtration, 3. Chlorination, not sublimation or distillation. Chlorine is added to municipal water to kill harmful microorganisms or disinfect the water. The last step in wastewater treatment is a biological process, where bacteria break down organic waste. Stagnant water in blocked drains becomes a breeding ground for flies and mosquitoes, spreading disease. Improper drainage can lead to polluted water and the spread of diseases like cholera and typhoid. Wastewater typically has a dirty look, foul smell, and bad taste due to impurities and germs. Vermi-processing toilets use earthworms to decompose human waste in an eco-friendly way. We can maintain public sanitation by not littering, practicing cleanliness, and influencing others. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Special Ed Hub, and yes, remember to leave a comment too.